Good morning, traders. So we're still using the Bill Williams and looking at the Aussie, the South African top 40 this morning. Now, yet another weird day, but the buyers are still here. If you look at the tails on these daily bars, every time price gets low, there's buyers that are stepping in and accumulating. So this is still trending up. So trend is up. You should be looking for longs. I know it's kind of the long entries are fairly close together, but they are working out nevertheless. Now, one thing for sure is the closing range strategy advice yesterday played out perfectly, and we'll have a look at that now. It probably would have stressed you out a little bit as well because your stop would have been fairly large. What was it? Yeah, so it was a 300 odd point stop loss. But anyway, we'll have a look at that on the lower time frames. For now, just make sure nothing on the weekly except we sort of had this big gap down and we're gradually climbing back to the top. There are some big levels coming up, so I think the important factor is this next level here, 48,380. Okay, this is still a worry, the oscillator is still a worry, but remember it can stay like this for an extended period of time. So this is just the warning bell. When you see some price action off a level, then that's what you're looking for as an entry point to change your direction to short. Okay, so let's get down to lower time frames and just see what we've got here. So we still have a potential double top. Okay, but it is also a potential flat top triangle, like I mentioned yesterday. Okay, lots of indecision still. So these three bars are from yesterday. You can see tails to either side. Lots of confusion at the moment. No real direction that they're looking for, although the trend is up. If you just gauge versus the alligator, trend is up. Okay, so let's get down to the 1 hour. This is where we start getting interesting. Day before yesterday, we had a massive sell-off, then a rally, then a sell-off with a double bottom here. Okay, these two blue lines here was the last half hour, or the last hour of trading. Okay, and you can see how we broke above it, which was an indication that we were going long. You could have waited for an entry down here, or you could have gone along at the top here, basically with a stop below this tail, or alternatively below the low of the previous day. But anyway, this is the double bottom here. I think it has played out. Let's just double check. So there's the double bottom to the neckline. Yeah, that played out. Okay, you can see right at the top of the range, and we moved to the downside again. So I expect more of the same. We're looking for another long entry or lower down now. Now, if we look at the half hour, because there you can see, well, I suppose that level should have been there. There's my last hour of trading. Okay, and that's the level that we played with. Now what we're looking for is the next setup. So the next setup is pretty simple. There is my last, this one we can delete. There is my last hour of trading. Okay, so I think what I'd like to see is a retest either of 47,798 or 47,800, somewhere around there, or alternatively lower down on this inside tail here, which would be a retest of the alligator, and that is 47,734. If we look at the factors that could influence us today, rand dollar is flat, 1368, slightly down from yesterday, and Nasdaq finished flat yesterday. Nasdaq futures is down ever so slightly at the moment, and the other factor is our good old friend 10 cent, and 10 cent is up 2%. Okay, so putting it together, you're probably expecting a gap up. I think the The fact that we've got 3 touches now on this downward trend line or upward trend line here, I think this is the line in the sand right now, and we're looking to break above this this level at the top here of 150. Okay, so that's the level we need to break. I'd like to see a pullback to get long, but I suppose we'll have to wait and see what happens. Alligator is pointing up, so in other words, very strong move to the upside currently, and we need to run with it. So this buying frenzy in the close was pretty interesting. I was actually traveling, so I didn't see what was driving that, but that can be seen 2 ways, either as a breakout bar or as an exhaustion bar. Okay, I'd like to think of it as a breakout bar. Okay, so that's my view at the moment. Looking for longs. Prefer to get longs off these lower inside tails here. If we don't get it, then what we're looking for is a break above this level, wait for a pullback, and then long it is. Okay, warning, word of warning really is if you look to the left here, there's the inside tail there, which we just fell short of. Okay, and I think the 200-day EMA is probably what we're aiming for. Okay, so any form of pullback with putting a long in, and then run your stop up below sort of a half-hour pullbacks until we start hitting these levels. Now, you'll notice this level is close. That's 600 points away. So I do suspect something to happen at 48 to 50, either a pullback or consolidation and breakthrough. So that's kind of the next level we're aiming for. Okay, and judging how it's been going recently, it's probably a gap up to this level, then a roll over to come and close this gap, and then look for your longs. Okay, I think summary is I'm looking for longs, but just not from this level. I want to see a pullback. A pullback is the area to get long. Like I said yesterday, wait for the pullbacks and then get in long and follow this trend to the upside. So that's my take on this at the moment. I don't see any reason to get out of this. It is getting tired. Okay, indicators are telling us tired. Weekly and daily is giving us a lot of signals at the moment, but we need to wait for price action to confirm. And at this stage, the only price action I have is this one pin bar. If we get another pin bar, then that would give me a bit more confirmation. But this pattern that's here is meaningless to me at the moment. There's no signal for continuation. There's no signal for a short. So what I tend to do is just trade with the trend, and the trend is up. So I look for longs. Okay. Anyway, guys, that's it for me today. Hope that helps. And keep those stops tight, stay safe, and I'll catch you later. Cheers for now.